everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alecia Lott, and this channel is for those of you who want to have a journaling routine that is messy, minimalist, and low budget, and for those of you who want to use journaling for mental health and growth and feelings and stuff. This is going to be part 2 of our 3-part series for planning for the 4th quarter of 2024. If you haven't seen last week's video, that's okay, I forgive you. Click the link down in the description box. So if you've had kind of an uphill climb reaching those goals and being able to set goals in the first place, then this video is going to be for you. So this week I wanted to explore things that may be stopping you from reaching your goals. And then I want you to stay for the second half of the video where I will set up my minimalist weekly spread and my bullet journal, and we will get ourselves started for the week. At the end of the video, I have a little challenge that we can try for this coming week. Okay, the first of the things that may be stopping you from reaching your goals is, first off, not having any goals set in the first place, or maybe setting the wrong goals, maybe focusing your attention in the wrong direction. This one hits hard because especially for the past few months, I've been afraid to admit what I really wanted. For a long time, I just didn't even write my goals down because it was just something that I wanted to just keep up here and just think about and not really do anything. If I wrote it down, then it's like, oh, okay, then you know, I may actually have to do something, and that's If you feel the same way, if you just haven't organized yourself enough to write down the goals, or you think you should write down the goals, you know what the goals are, you just haven't written them down for whatever reason it might be, or if you're writing down the wrong goals, maybe you have something way off in left field that has nothing really to do with what you actually want. So, our first journaling prompt in that vein is going to be, I just want you to write a list of the emotions that you feel when you think about what it is that you really, truly want. For a lot of you, that may mean that you're writing regret, or anger, or fear, or disappointment. If you have more of those unpleasant emotions, then I want you to just ask yourself, what is something that I can do maybe in the next 15 minutes to avoid feeling this way? I don't want it to be a thing, I don't want it to be a thing that you do that lasts for a long time, because then we start to get into kind of that procrastination. And just think of something that you can do maybe that would last 15 minutes, half hour, something that would hopefully ease that unpleasant feeling. Second thing that may have stopped you from reaching your goals is that maybe you don't know how to break those goals into bite-sized daily tasks. I tend to, just kind of shy away from anything where it's not specific and there's an end point and there's a number, because I don't always know what to do. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just like, how do I figure out what to do? So sometimes I get so frustrated, I just drop the whole thing. This is called decision fatigue. You have too many choices and you're not, it just tires out your brain trying to figure things out. Yeah, I'm still struggling. So our journaling prompt is, what tasks can I create routines around or do automatically to make it easier to start? If I had to pick one task, which task would make the most difference today or this week? Not managing your time well. Our journaling prompt is about time management. What is a time management tool or piece of advice that you could try in a different way? I want to be free and loose. I don't want to have to look at the clock all the time. I just want to feel it. I just want to feel what I should be doing and just know instinctively. And that's cute. You know, that's a cute way of thinking about life as well. Like, yes, I'm just free and loose, and, you know, I'm going to get everything done. But at the same time, I am not going to actually actively manage my time in any sort of real way. All the productivity people are all like, oh yes, you need to figure out exactly what you're doing every hour of every day. Everyone everyone had been telling me about time blocking, blah. And I was kind of just anti because I thought that it had to be the way that other people had mentioned it. Bullet journaling is one of those ways in which people can kind of adapt a planning method to suit them. I just want something that is customized perfectly for my brain and what I need. So yes, what is a time management tool that maybe other people have told you about that you can adapt to your own life and your own way of thinking? Because the idea is not to eliminate time management tools. It's simply that, yes, there is part of this tool that is going to work well for me, but the rest is crap and I need to get rid of it. Trying to focus on too many goals all at the same time. Okay, so my thing is that yes, I want to eat healthy, I want to take care of my body, I want to exercise, I want to focus on hobbies, I want to travel all over the world, I want to be a better roller skater, I want to spend more time with my friends and family and just have that quality time with loved ones. Like, I want to make new friends, eventually I want to start dating again, all these different things that make this balanced life, right? But there's one thing that takes up the majority of my day, 5 days a week, that is draining my energy and that is not making me feel good emotionally. It is not making me feel good physically. So until I figure an alternative to that one thing, until I figure out what I'm going to do instead, then I really don't want to focus on the other stuff. So of course, I'm going to take care of my body. Of course, I'm going to spend time with friends and family. I'm going to engage in hobbies in some way, shape, or form, but I'm not going to make a goal and I'm not going to set that as a priority. If I become a better roller skater, if I learn to do all the tricks and all the things you see on TikTok or whatever, that's not going to affect the other areas of my life. That's not going to change my life for the better. So our journaling prompt for this is, what do you want? Yes, like what do you want? What is the one thing that if you change that, it will make all the other things better? I hope those journaling prompts were helpful for you, and I hope they give you, just some things to think about in the coming week. And as we go into the fourth quarter of the year, yes, let's start to really figure this stuff out. So now what I would like you to do, if you could, please do me a favor. If there were even one or two things that really kind of resonated with you, really kind of hit you in the feelings, leave me a comment. Let me know. It doesn't have to be a long comment. I just want to kind of put it to a vote. That way for my next video next week, it's going to be our planning session, actually writing those goals down for the fourth quarter. And so yeah, I want to start to think about some of those obstacles that are really bothering you and anything else that might be bothering you, and we can work on that next week. So go ahead and leave me your thoughts down below, please. Okay, so I just realized that I did not show you all the quote of the week. So it is, we may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. And that is by Maya Angelou. This is the week of the 15th through the 21st. It was a good week. Right here, I was trying out something new in my habit tracker. I call it admin time. So it's basically the half hour, 45 minutes in between my morning walk and when I start work, and like paying bills or checking email. I try to kind of limit that to specific times of the day now. I have blockers on my email so that I can't just be constantly just checking it all day long. After 8 o'clock, so usually most offices are open if I need to make appointments with people, whatever, all that stuff I try to get done before work. So I had this, and it worked out not so great actually. At least the way that I wrote it, I was still doing the things. It's just that the way I wrote it, I do cat sitting occasionally just to pull in a little extra money, and I did that over the weekend from Sunday until Wednesday. When I went for this cat sit, I didn't have my little list of things that I could be doing that I had hung up on my wall. So then I felt a little lost. I didn't really know what I was supposed to be doing. So I still did most of everything. It's not like I just skipped things altogether, but it does help to have each task written down. I was trying to be cute and save space, but it does help to have at least the most important tasks that I need to get done, have those up here and make sure that I'm crossing them off every day versus just lumping everything all together and calling it admin time. And it's like, well, what did I do? What counts? Then it starts to become a thing like it's not really specific. What really counts as admin time? We don't know. Lots of things. Facebook could still count. You know what I mean? Like, so I want to avoid any sort of ambiguity. So I will not write it this way anymore. Okay, so we are on September 22nd through the 28th. It is the last full week of September. Feeling good. All right, so first I'm going to make my intention of the week. Space for that anyway. What if I wrote the intention first and then wrote everything else? Would that change the energy of what I'm writing? Like, what do you think? I'm still gonna do it last today, but I'm just saying, like, would changing the intention of the week, like writing that first, would the intention change the way that I write, for example, my to-do list or something like that? I don't know. So since I don't know, I'm just gonna go ahead and write last. There. And then go ahead and put my goals for the third quarter. Yes, so next week I am going to officially write whatever the heck my goals are going to be. Why can't you just write your goals already? Why don't you know? Because literally, if I don't put just a great deal of thought into what I'm writing, I know myself, and it'll just be like, I would like a golden goose made of chocolate, like things like that. I know myself very well, so I want to be very intentional and very just mindful of what I write down, and that way I can go from there. So yeah, if it takes me a little extra time to sit there and think about what do you want, how do you imagine your future turning out, like things like that, then so be it. So I guess my point is, don't let anyone rush you into deciding what it is you want to do. You could take a little bit to think about it. Don't take forever, of course, but yeah, if you need a few extra days to think about what you're going to do for the next 3 months, then that's all right. Now we will do our daily, what am I even saying? Now I will do my habit tracker. Yes. And now I will work on my to-do list. There. I don't know why. So on Sunday is my Monday in my crazy work week. And so I only make myself put 2 squares to have 2 tasks. And then I put a little heart. I'm going to fill it in, make it cute, pink. But I don't know why I wrote, don't forget to breathe. Like, of course I'm not going to forget to breathe. But, you know, it's good to remember to do some maybe deep breathing and just try to self-soothe when I feel overwhelmed. So that's what I meant by that. But when I see it written down, it looks silly. gotta say, this stamp is as close to perfect as I probably have ever had it. Look at that. It's not super crooked. It doesn't have the lines down the side the way it does sometimes when I push down too hard on the stamp. All the numbers are right side up. One time I had, I think it was the 30th or 31st upside down. Don't have that. Like, everything is great. You know what that means? It's going to be a wonderful week. I've decided yes. There, this other heart is my best friend's birthday, so I like to put a little, give her a little love, and that just makes me think of her when I see that. And I try to do something different here with the week, because my little highlighter, I'm just over it. See, look how faded it gets. It's, when I put it down, it's a bright pink, but then it fades over time, and it just makes me sad. So I'm gonna do something different with this section here too. So many changes, I guess. But yes, that is my to-do list. Now it's time for some writing. Time to do that intention of the week. Ow. Okay, here's my intention of the week. To me, my handwriting feels very neat here. You may disagree, but this is among the neater. Yeah, so I will just enjoy that while I read. I intend to figure out what my Q4 goals are. Something that will make me feel fired up when I read them aloud. Something that will help me envision my future self. And something that may feel scary, but that I know I have the power to turn into reality. Oh, there you go. Reading these goals aloud, my Q3 goals, I don't really feel that spark anymore when I read them. And maybe it's because, well, I guess two of them, I mean, I pretty much have accomplished mostly. I'd say I got about 80% of the way, so maybe it's just less exciting and lustrous for that reason. I don't know, or maybe it's just these goals are just, I could do better. So yeah, I want something that makes me feel kind of pumped up when I read them. So, and I wish the same for you. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope that maybe it gave you some things to think about as you go through trying to figure out what you want your goals to be for Q4. And feel free to share with us in the comments if you already, unlike myself, know exactly what you want to write down for your goals. Feel free to share one of them with us. And I hope that you will like this video. If you liked it, put that down. Hope you will like this video. If you liked it, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I will be back with more videos every Sunday. And I just wish you a wonderful week. So now I will give you the upside down wave goodbye. Have a good week. This week's challenge is to just start time blocking. I want you to take every day in the morning, just take 5 minutes, get your pen and paper. I have mine on just some notebook paper. Very, very simple. We just want to write down what we plan to do each hour of each day. Every time I think about it, it makes me feel like a robot, but it's not so bad when you actually do it, I promise you. After work is usually kind of a nebulous time for me, and I want to make sure that if there's a task that I need to do after work, that I'm blocking out time for that. I'm saying, okay, immediately after work, but before dinner, I'm gonna do this. Boom. I hope you have a beautiful week. Thank you so much for watching.